Oh, because the microphone is muted. Hello. Good evening, folks. We are back on our BS.
Nintendo.
That was well timed, Nintendo. We're back on our BS. Nintendo. Some people feel that way about Nintendo, I guess.
Will come to understand. Fear
Too
as
loud,
I
yeah.
have.
It's loud enough to be able to hear it. It's creepiness.
Creepy.
Anyway, hi folks, how you doing? I should be writing right now or sleeping, but instead we're playing this game.
Yes,
Because
you had 3 good ideas and you only executed one of them.
I mean, there's still so much time.
You should write while sleeping.
There's so much time
To
in
try
which
to-
to procrastinate,
Yes.
you know.
Write while sleeping to try to catch up.
It's hard to write at night these days. Like I've said, I usually have the energy to. I can't read late at night because I start falling asleep. Trying to write, I don't know. My mind is in too many different places, but I can play a video game pretty well, you know.
Yep.
Um,
See, this was my downfall. I would try to play the video game and I would fall asleep on the stream.
Oh, yeah,
Trying to move the character around. I mean, that would absolutely happen to me.
well, you've done that. You've played.
I
You've
know.
fallen asleep playing video games. I've got pictures of that.
I know. My character just starts to veer left.
Well,
Just
I'll be
starts
sitting
running
here
into a
watching you,
wall.
and you'll just start spinning around or something, or just like walking into a wall or whatever, and I look over and you're asleep. Like that. Yeah, it
Listen,
happens.
I was chronically sleep deprived for like 15 years.
It's true. It's true.
What's a woman to do, I ask?
Yeah, I don't tend to fall asleep while gaming for the most part. Although, you know, playing on my own, I've started to fall asleep, but if I'm streaming, I'll stay awake generally.
I suppose if you have a chat to pick up.
Yeah, but yeah, I was telling her I was watching a Mega Aces stream earlier, and I think it was BFG, Big Family Gaming. He fell asleep on a stream apparently. You know, and I wish I caught that. All right, so here we are, folks. Back in Eternal Darkness. Let me turn this on. So we have a choice, perhaps, depending on whether I have a save file. Oh, I moved the save slot as well. I wonder if
You did.
I wonder if it'll load on slot A. Yes.
Oh, you did.
Okay, I just moved it over. It was like,
That'll be
why not?
faster.
All right.
Yeah, I feel like 60503. How much was Luther? 701.
Oh, that's like an hour. But I was running around in circles for
You
a really
were.
long time. But still, that was a long time.
I
That's a
don't
lot of-
know.
I don't
I'm
wanna
trying
lose
to
an
persuade.
hour.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, Adam.
Adam.
Yeah, this is our
So
5th one.
Eugene has been playing. Last time he missed the Mantarok rune, which is helpful for the rest of the game, and it looks like he played about an hour past it.
Right, but
Not too much content-wise.
I would say
because
probably 20 minutes of that was me fighting
your old self
Anthony
wants it, yeah.
with my
Hey,
fists. Have you played this before, Adam? So you don't have to watch like all of the streams, and I'm gonna excerpt this clip. I still have to work on it, but yeah. So look at the end of my last stream. It was session 4. So I go into a room with a zombie knight. He has like a sword, and I have a crossbow and only like 4 crossbow.
Well, the first time
bolts.
you didn't even have 4 bolts. I think you had 1.
Yeah,
But
and so clearly
you went in with 4 the second time.
Clearly, I missed a weapon somewhere. I've heard there's either a sword somewhere or maybe more crossbow bolts, something like that. But I was in this room with the zombie, and I ran out of crossbow bolts, and so all I had were my fists. And so for about 10 minutes, I think,
It was a slow
I
motion
ran
chase.
around behind. He would swing at me with his sword. I would run around behind him, punch him, you know. And it was basically like this very, plodding dance.
It was incredible.
And I came very close several times to just like losing it entirely, like just dying.
It was
So,
it was so funny.
so I don't want
But,
to. So
anyway.
apparently I missed a rune.
Yeah.
Which because it was something opened up and I didn't know where it was and I didn't come across it before we exited that.
And I knew
that
what you
area.
did with the area, what you were meant to do, but I sort of thought I had a vague memory of having gone downstairs and coming back to get it later. And then the chapter we were on, which is the one that's highlighted, Dr. Edwin Lindsay, the chapter we were on ended before we could go back and get it. But Eugene later looked it up and found it contained one of the 3 or 4.
It's like a rune that gives you
a really important rune for the
invincibility and like healing or something.
Yeah, it just doesn't have an alignment. It can do multiple things at once. Like
Right.
if you cast regain magic. You can regain sanity or regain health, but this one would regain both for you. So it makes gameplay a lot easier. But you don't strictly need it to beat the game. So Eugene is trying to decide what to do.
So
I'm always in favor of more Eternal Darkness. So I've been trying to get him to go get the rune.
I could go back and try to get it, but then we lose like an hour. I'm more inclined to just keep going forward and finish the game. Maybe I'll get the rune next time or whatever. If it's not critical, play the rest of the game without weapons. Okay. If I don't, I'm not hardcore. All right, that's a good plan. Can I still use magic? Funny. Is magic okay?
Oh my god, it was so funny.
It's not called really quick darkness. Good point, Adam. Good point. Well, listen, why don't I pop into the Luther save file and we can see where we are.
You're not far. You basically got the key to the old cathedral, walked into the old cathedral, got attacked by a bone thief, and then you went and killed Anthony. I mean, someone yelled at you, I guess. Someone lectured you for a while.
Yeah. I mean, Adam's got a point, so I'm really quick darkness. I guess this is just going to be session 5 of Infinity.
Well, we have your... Now, this was before you went in at the very end.
So this is the ending, so I need to go back.
Yeah, you're at the very end. You gotta go back upstairs.
Right.
If you wanna do your thing.
It's always like me trying to remember how to play these buttons. Give me a start, select an A and B button, and call it a day. Now this has A, B, Y, X, a C stick, a D-pad, 2 shoulders. It doesn't even 2 shoulders. It's got 3 shoulders.
He's gonna make it. He's actually gonna work on it.
I haven't yet. Meridian. I'm just planning to do that. And I will maybe share it in the training. I was working on actual videos and stuff. I may work on it this weekend. I have to write a story. I have to write 8,000 words by next Friday.
But he will. He's gonna make it. He's gonna put Yakri Sacks in, and it's gonna be great.
It shouldn't take long to edit that. I was trying to figure out where to cut it off, or like what the most exciting section was. All right, so
just play the whole thing on like increase.
So if you missed that Meridian, apparently I missed a Mantarok rune in the last chapter, and peer pressure has encouraged me to go back for it. Although Tori wants me to play without any weapons, so
as a more entertaining version. Yeah, I don't know. Mantarok's pretty.
He's in a video of a no-weapon boss fight worth 1,000 words.
Sure,
I'll just turn in 7,000 words and tell my editor.
They were chasing each other so slowly.
And apparently, the kicker, Adam, is I could have left the room at any time. The door was open. I could have left, and I could have just found the weapon somewhere else. But I stayed because I felt like I'm here. I might as well try to do this. It
was going to be our last project before stopping.
I thought if I left, that when I came back, his health would have reset or something, and I would have lost what meager progress I'd already made.
Yeah. So. Eugene didn't realize on his first playthrough when he was Anthony that he didn't die. Like, he narrowly escaped with like a sliver of health at the end of the thing. He came this close to dying, and he had this big sigh of relief, and I was like, well, now it's not going to have the impact it needs, because if you die as you're playing him,
right,
you just kind of come over all yellow, and
that's
you find out that he doesn't actually die.
I die all the time in the game except when you're supposed to.
You're just too confident.
Oh, my foot! I knew that was going to happen. I was trying to get out of the way, and I saw it like over my foot.
They're no fun. Always are. That's ridiculous. You just stand there so
No, I was
offended.
waiting for it to close again, but it just does it once, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll get to see how the trapper thing's supposed to work. I misused it too. I used it and it did something unexpected.
It did.
It was actually kind of cool. Yeah. So you're supposed to cast a spell. You can cast a spell where it creates a protective shield around you, and then you can send out this little scorpion-like thing to attack the enemy. But when I cast a spell, I ran out of it and trapped the creature inside the protective shield. And the creature was trying to get to me, and every time it bumped against the shield, it was losing power, and then it finally died, like, in the protective shield. So that was kind of neat.
Ended up being damaging to it, which is pretty neat.
Oh, wait, I need a weapon. Oh, okay. Let's cast a spell on that weapon. No, maybe I don't have enough time. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm glad you're choosing to go back. I did need the Mantrock. What's going on here?
Looks like saying I don't know. Don't you?
Well, yes. I mean, I wouldn't say I just like saying
Do I have to do that thing with all the panels again to like get rid of the?
Oh, well, yeah, if you push the panel over
But
gas,
these aren't
that's
sort
what
of
you
point
need.
gas yet.
Right, well, that's the upstairs corridors. I guess I figure if you make it all the way down here. I think the idea was to go up there before we get here, but...
Oh,
look at that, I was totally wrong. Poison gas after all. Don't you feel special?
Anyway, I hope you all are doing okay tonight. See, this is a lot of backtracking.
Yeah, hey Wells. He did beat this section already, but he missed the Mantarok rune while he was at this level. So he has come back to try and do it.
Hey, well,
Since it makes such a big difference for later on.
Hey, Wells, did you finish Last of Us Remastered yet?
Just go back out to it.
Wait, what? Stuff that's
Yeah,
here?
yeah, it's that one. Anyway, ideally he'll just, yeah, I know.
Not the Mantrock rune.
Ideally he'll just snag it and then run back to the end. I mean, he's past all the cutscenes, so it's really just a matter of walking back to it.
Just a matter of walking back to it through this deathly gauntlet. Oh, God. No.
Gauntlet, faster! Faster, you fool! Sorry, but I just love it when the walls smash you. You're in a poison cloud. Oh, no.
Great. Let's do that again.
No, yeah, you're committed. I thought if you encountered difficulty, you might just call it done.
I guess I should have saved further down, but I guess it wouldn't let me do that. No home is complete without a Mantarok rune. Only 4 or 5 hours in.
Leroy Mansion is sorely in need of one.
I guess I was supposed to trigger the button. But doesn't the cloud start anyway, or no?
I mean, I think you have to walk over a panel to cause it to happen. It is nice that you're in slot A now, though.
It is nice. All I had to do is move the slot over.
Excuse me. Gosh.
That could be the sequel. They could do a little mini game. Quick Darkness. 15 or so hours. Yeah, I need to... I'll get back to that game at some point. You saw me play some of it.
Yeah, the early part of it.
Yeah. Played about an hour in. And then I was like... I don't think I even met any zombies or anything. I just kind of...
Kidding me? He's had an exhausting day. No, they're not on this one.
Oh, yeah, I was in like a gunfight or something. I had to
Apparently the mic volume is low compared to the video.
Oh, is it?
Here.
Okay. Well, I'm not talking directly into the mic like I normally would because of the.
I'm being a little quieter.
There's two of us,
I guess
so I'll turn it up a little bit. This can't be happening. How's that? Let's assess a little
better, I hope.
It's hard to have it be consistent across different games. Really? You're supposed to have a sanity meter.
Yes. We lose health when our sanity meter drains.
Okay. I mean, most of these things should be dead, right?
Yeah, you came through. You're pretty insane though, so stuff might appear even if you. But yeah, you fought through everything. You really just have to run back, do the thing, and come back again.
Julie, do the thing!
We just watched the end of Legend of Korra tonight.
Yeah. So I don't know how I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but I have no idea how I forgot, like, basically the last, like, final confrontation, like the epic
What's
battle
down that
there.
thing? Is that an exit or is that? No, just checking.
I mean,
That's where Elia fell down. So many centuries ago. That's right. Run! Oh no!
If we had real life sanity meters, like our day jobs would just deplete them.
Yeah, I ended up really liking Korra. I like her arc.
You know what? I'm gonna save here. If the
Legend. No, the last Avatar sequel. I assume you're being sarcastic. Who knows?
Oh, that's a great show, Wells. I wish they would. Save there. I wish they would. I almost saved it in the other game. I wish they would release that on some physical format. I only have the. I think I have the pilot still on a VHS tape somewhere. Richard Dean Anderson and John Delancey in the
Really?
Old West. Yeah, in the Old West, and Richard Dean Anderson plays an author. He's a writer of these like.
Isn't that where you just came from?
Pulp novel. Is this no?
Yeah, I think you just turned around and
Did I
exited
go
the
around
door.
the same. Okay,
I think you did.
What door am I supposed to go in?
Oh no, no, I'm sorry. I think never mind. I think you were right the first time.
Okay.
I got.
So he plays a writer of this like popular series of adventure novels about a character named Nicodemus Legend, and he ends up like basically becoming the character. But he's like he drinks a lot and he's kind of like washed up. And John Delancey is an inventor. It's really cool.
Run, friend.
Good show.
Oh gosh.
That's why I saved like right outside.
Yes, you did, but you've got to get to that door before you can heal. Oh. Poor Lindsay.
He's like, is this trip really necessary?
Way back.
I miss shows that are fun instead of dark. It was very grimdark. It was very campy, just fun, episodic. You know, it wasn't really a big arc or anything like that. If you haven't seen Briscoe County Jr. and Perox, you must have though, because I think it was like on right before the X-Files, the first season. So if you haven't seen Briscoe County, that's a great show. That's on DVD. After the main character escaped through the Stargate, Legend vanished from history. I do still have that on tape somewhere. I may have another episode. I have a few episodes of that show, Deadly Games, which was about that guy who was making a video game, and he based all the villains on his, like, people in his life who he hated, like his boss.
Why not, right?
And, of course, then they come out and they start, breaking into the real world. And the big villain in that show is this guy named Jackal, played by Christopher Lloyd. And the really fun thing about the show was, for whatever reason, it just had a lot of Star Trek actors guest starring on it. So LeVar Burton was on it, and Brent Spiner.
Yay, you found the door.
This is it.
Go up. Well, you now have to go upstairs and find the panel in question.
Yeah, Briscoe County, the DVDs are actually super cheap now, too. It was on before other things you wanted to see. You always caught the last 20 minutes. It was actually really a neat show because Briscoe County Jr. was like this Western, but it was also very science fictional, and they had like a time travel element to it. And John Astin was in it. Sean Astin's dad. Really fun show.
Gargoyles. Oh,
Bruce Campbell, like pretty much I think at his peak.
I love gargoyles.
Did Briscoe County ever finish its story? Then no, I don't think they did. They finished the first season and then they kind of like set up for something that was going to happen later on, but then they never it wasn't renewed. Watching Gargoyles on Disney Plus. Yes, that's true. It did have a lot of TNG actors, and I think Nichelle Nichols was in an episode. I think as the Spider God. Oh, can I do that? Yeah, I'll see. Go back and watch that. Remember they plays with Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Well, this is a little easier to do when, you know, most of the enemies are gone.
A little easier. The trap corridors are annoying,
This one.
So now you just kind of got to go around the square and see if you can find...
Okay, so... Yeah, where was that wall? So that's a statue.
Mm-hmm. It's somewhere around the
See,
square.
I also thought that I hadn't completed one of the statues before I saved. I thought I had not. Okay.
Yeah, no, I had you save right before the very end in case this happened.
Oh, is that what happened, Wells? With the orb?
Oh, but the Avalon episodes were my favorites.
I'm with you, Adam. The Avalon, I never liked the Avalon arc. It just felt like it was just taking way too long. It reminded me of, if you ever watched like the old Smurfs cartoon, there's like a whole... So this happens with cartoons a lot of the time where they just like run out of ideas or whatever. So for the Smurfs, suddenly there was like an entire season where the Smurfs, like Grandpa Smurf and a few of the kids were in a hot air balloon, like looking for other Smurfs around the world. And they did the same thing on Gummy Bears too, where I'm in the middle of a conversation. The Gummy Bears were like looking for the treasures of the lost gummies or something, and that was like a whole arc in the show. It was just like, you guys are just like trying to burn through episodes.
Floating through the earth.
Really like the Avalon episodes.
Okay,
Yeah, no, they
offhand.
just took too long though. I like them too because I like that mythology. I like the Shakespearean stories, but it just took too long. Goliath is boating through the earth. Yep, that's Avalon. There you go. That's Avalon for you. All right, so these rooms here. Just I don't think they're on Disney Plus, but you should probably just skip the Goliath Chronicles if you ever have the opportunity to watch it. Apparently, even the creators don't consider it like canon. But Xanatos is great. Like Jonathan Frakes is pretty amazing on that show. At the time, there weren't that many.
Whoa, you're walking right past the place.
At the time, there weren't that many dark.
There you go.
Dark cartoons on. Oh, I can't see anything. Especially like arc-oriented one. Grandpa Smurf, is that different from Papa Smurf? Yeah, he's older, Thoughtless. He wears yellow and he has a longer beard and a cane.
Oh,
and he likes calling
so great.
And he likes calling people whippersnapper. My kid's whippersnapper. Yeah. Oh, hey, John Early. If you can watch Avengers Endgame, there's no reason why I cannot watch Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition, because they're both 3 hours long. But that's the quality of those 3 hours. The quality of those 3 hours differs vastly between an established Marvel Cinematic Universe that I know is already good and a poorly cobbled together DC Cinematic Universe, where most of what I've seen has been really bad. So that's my reasoning. You enjoy calling kids whippersnappers? Okay.
Do you tell them to get off
So
your
I have
lawn?
to do the trapper spell, I believe, and I don't actually know how it works. So summon the trapper.
Yeah, but that's good.
Wait,
'cause
hold
you
on.
can
Let me
learn.
back up because I need more room. I think 'cause I have to send him through the thing, but I need to make a shield, right? Okay, cast a spell.
So cute.
I have a new comic mascot. Okay, after trapper is displayed, press A to trap an enemy when it's targeted using R. Press the thing to release control of the trapper. What is that? Press this button? Can I do that?
I mean, I think it'll...
Or start. Is it this?
I don't know.
Trappers cannot open doors nor pick up items because they don't have thumbs. Right? I would rather watch 3 hours of Everybody Loves
Everybody Loves
Hypnotoad.
We watched a whole episode of Everybody Loves Hypnotoad.
I used to have the app on my phone.
We watched a whole episode, and it was amazing.
That was better than most of the revived Futurama.
Yeah,
right?
I'll do it once. Oh, that's sad.
All right, here we go. Go, little buddy.
Little bop, little bop. Little
Oh,
bop,
there's a
little
creature
bop.
inside. What the heck? What happened?
You released the thing.
I did no such thing.
Did you hit the A button? I mean,
No.
the red button?
No. Did I? Maybe I did. No. I don't think I did.
So great. I love Hypnotoad. What a classic.
All right,
What
let's
a
try this
classic.
again. There's a creature inside here.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh, what are you doing?
I didn't do that.
Oh, now it's going to target you. If it sends you to the trapper dimension, I'm going to laugh so hard.
Great.
Yeah, Wonder Woman was alright. Well, you can let the trapper send you away, and then you'll have
Yes, that's true.
something.
What's going on here?
Yeah, if you ever need a trapper.
I know. All right, I'm gonna fill the magic, right?
A little bit, yeah. Spectral choir.
Is the magic
Does sound
red?
a bit like it.
No,
it's
it's
green.
It's green.
No, I'm sorry, it's blue.
Blue. That one.
Health, sanity, magic. I like the little font. I think it's so sparkly. I kind of want to stand under there. It'd be kind of like having a reverse shower, or like standing on top of a hairdryer, except with magic and not heat.
A reverse shower?
Yeah, you know, just coming up instead of falling down. You make it sound so dirty.
Make it sound so normal.
Hooray.
Not
Someone
everything out of the DC
understands me.
universe is bad. Wonder Woman spun out of... Yeah, well, I liked Wonder Woman.
Yeah, much like a sprinkler, but magical.
But, I mean, most of it's pretty bad. Oh, don't get up. Just passing through. Why don't you die?
Walk past these creatures.
Can I reduce facility?
I don't know. I lost faith in all the DC movies after.
Oh, Aquaman I haven't seen yet.
Was it?
I might
Green
see
Lantern?
Aquaman at some point. Oh, those aren't even... No, that doesn't count.
That was just so crap.
Shazam!
That
I
was
like
so bad.
Shazam. That was okay.
Oh yeah, Shazam was alright.
Alright, let's try this again. I'm not sure what happened here. I think when I leave that room, the thing... But the camera switches around, which is very disorienting. Alright, go inside there. Stay inside there.
And now let's see.
And what do I do? Is that... Am I supposed to attack that creature or just go across this
Just
bridge?
cross them. Just
Okay, go over here. And this glowing thing's probably important. So the trapper spots a panel inset in the floor, circular and shapen with a linear runic design glued upon it. So, grab it. Oh, does it immediately transfer to me somehow? To magic? Yay! Oh, it's just a panel. Okay. So now I don't care about him. I can just get rid of him.
well, look what else is around. See if-
Oh, he did bring a brush with him. What do I do with this? Want to try with dense cobwebs, perhaps even hiding something. But he has no brush.
Well, you might as well take out one of those things, and then Lindsay can come in.
But how can he come in?
I don't know.
How do I take it out? Do I just
But
press
you,
the
you know,
button?
you certainly can't. Well, you target it with R,
Oh, okay.
and then you hit. Oh, never mind. We'll go get your rune anyway. Yay! Magical rune.
Oh, there we go. Oh boy.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that was going to happen. If you didn't see Aquaman in theater, don't see it. It's a weak script held up by great direction and visuals. Ah, okay. Well, Shazam was really great because of the whole family aspect to it, I thought.
Yeah, I like Shazam.
And I like Zach Levy, so.
And perhaps. Unequip your weapon and show it what's what.
I don't need my sword. Although, actually, I should charge my sword. I like that I'm just kind of hiding in this alcove. Can I just attack him from here? Oh, wait, I've got a shotgun.
Yes, you can. In fact,
Let's enchant that too. Oh, wait, it's attacking me.
why did you manage to achieve that before I stomped you? No, get him!
Alright, well.
Get him! Yeah, get him again! Yay, he's gone.
Oh. Are you sure? Hold on.
Cool, so really all you had to do was come upstairs and go find it.
Alright, I'm gonna try to save. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna heal.
Dallas says sometimes it's just not the
Shoot
same
him
when you
again.
have weapons.
I know, right? Alright, maybe
Oh,
I'll use it.
I can't wait for you to make that clip. I'm gonna be so happy.
Use the shotgun again. That was very effective.
Mm.
Alright, I guess I'm going in. Nope. Wait, where's the other one? Oh, there it is. Oh, the trapper's still here. Jeez, no. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Just shoot it. There you go.
But who's my friend?
He was your minion.
He understood me better than anyone.
You advise a guy to go back for one rune.
Why are you still alive? Oh, he can't attack me. Wait, he can't even hurt me. What am I...
Yes, he can. He's zapping you with lightning.
He's zapping the chasm. Whatever.
Yep.
He is dead to me. Alright.
Ding, 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 ding. Well, I just got a shotgun in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So that makes 3 of us.
Magical Codex.
Magic. Oh, codex.
We got a shotgun in Last of Us. It's like we're playing the same game. This game has like 90% less heartbreak. Spider-Man Far From Home, good or bad? Spider-Man Far From Home, good. Very
I like
good.
that one as well.
Mysterio is the hero we deserve.
Alright, go run downstairs. Get the heck out of this time frame.
Alright, let's see.
Meridian says shotguns in Last of Us are more likely to get you eaten by monsters than this one.
Yeah. I guess
Yeah, in
it's
this
true.
one you're kind of blanket gonna get eaten by monsters, and the shotgun doesn't really factor into it.
I probably won't encounter anything, but... Let's go.
Let's go. I think you came from toward us. Way to go the short way around. I think every time I would come back trying to find that hallway, I would end up going the wrong way.
Well, it's about time something went my way. Alright. Down.
Yep.
Alright, I'm adding wells to the list of people I don't want to be trapped in the zombie apocalypse with. Meridian is high on my list of people I want to be trapped in the zombie apocalypse with.
She has some well-laid defense plans. There you go. You're walking past the exit.
Oh, is it here? This?
Yeah. Good job.
See, these I can't control the camera in this game.
I know.
Alright,
But
down the
look,
stairs.
all you gotta do is run back to the end and you're all set. And then you get to do my favorite chapter again.
Oh yay! This time with weapons. Let's see how it goes. Let's see if I
Maybe.
can find a sword.
Let's see if we can find a sword before you have to fight him again.
It's basically Prince of Persia last week. No, that's not how it happened.
That's not how it happened.
Okay. Wish I could jump. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Jeez. Plus, every time you successfully scam or something, she would say noise. Ah. Thought you had me that time. But you didn't. Ow, that got me. Oops. Okay. Shane is talking here. Where am I? What? What's going on? Is this a dream? Is this a sanity thing? What's going on?
Yeah, you're on the ceiling.
Yeah, great. Okay.
Oh man, Dead Rising. What a wacky game. That was one of the ones that I only watched.
I never
played.
finished Dead Rising because I really liked it and I want to play it. But the save system really bugged me because it was one of those things where you have to restart. You have to choose whether you restart or I don't know. It was something weird with the save system where I lost all my progress. That was really frustrating. There's a reason you stopped playing Last of Us. Fool me 7 times, shame on me. Like, just jump, man. Just jump. Get off. Okay. Is that right?
I keep hearing something clicking outside and thinking it's rain. It sounds like rain on the porch.
Oh, it is, I think, bugs hitting the screen, trying to get in.
That's so much less exciting than rain. Especially because I'm sure they can get in if they find that little hole. As long as they are not stinging insects, I suppose.
Ow! Is this it? With the more clothes and accessories, like Lego heads.
Yeah, I remember all the absurd stuff, of which there was a lot.
Dead Rising was also super stressful because it would be like, oh, you have to go save these people. And so I'd go try to save those people. And then there'd be these jerks, like actual humans, driving around trying to kill me while there are zombies around. And then you got somebody in your ear saying, oh, you got to go do this other thing. I was like, I'm just trying to do this one thing. And you want me to do these 3 other things.
Mm-hmm. Suddenly everyone loses their humanity. No, go just out the door there. Yep.
Oh, wrong way.
The pea psychos. Yay, you've done it. See, you just had to go upstairs, grab a root, and walk back down.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
It took us like 40 minutes.
Poison gas,
Half an hour.
nothing. That's true, but to be fair, you were also carrying on a conversation. So, you kind of had multiple things going on.
It was vital that I express my opinions about the album.
I don't argue that.
save all the things?
Do not touch the heart, flesh, and bone, lest you become like me, a dead, rotted husk.
I don't
I
know.
have waited many
She
centuries
looks
for you.
desiccated.
It was not easy hiding from the Dark Ones as they searched for me.
Could be rotted on
At
the
first they
inside.
passed by, not thinking that the heart was inside my dead
Her and her
body.
organs will
But
liquefy.
I was forced to find refuge here. You must seal the
a
heart
cool chair,
so
though.
it never contacts your flesh,
statue.
and take
I
it to the
guess.
gathering of light.
Yeah, she really needs to moisturize. Indeed, she
Take the heart
does.
there, or the world shall fall under a reign of eternal darkness.
I picture her like hiding behind that statue,
The
taking
veil
a
of
pose.
reality can only be pulled back so
Just ending
far,
like
mortal.
that.
Take your stand and fight the darkness.
I gotta write a book about this. That's the name of this game.
Yay!
Tale as old as time. Actually, it is.
Wow.
Fortunately, I already had this secret secret panel hidden behind this book. And knowing that no one will ever take this book off the shelf, it'll be completely safe. No one would ever want to read The Demon Kamer. Chapter complete again.
Woo woo! Now with Manta Rock.
Now with 100% more Manta Rock.
That's true. Hey, pretty. Oh, my little.
I got a really good picture of her in the window, too. Alright.
I have a very loving cat keeping us company right now. All right. And in the interest of saving time, I'll remind you that the new thing you learned was Dispel Magic, which you used on the window.
Yes, that's right.
Cool. Let's launch right back into our monkey boy.
It's very handy to remember.
Yep.
Thank you, Emperox. Sorry I had to use weapons.
Oh my gosh, I loved it.
I'm sure there'll
It's
be
gonna make
more
me so
opportunities
happy.
for me to do something colossally stupid in this game, though, so... Hang in there.
Wait, you gotta go get the thing.
Don't need to get the book. It's over here. There it is. Follow the flying book.
Like, I know it's hidden, but it's also like the most
Like, why didn't I notice that before?
exciting
right?
book in the library. It's facing forward. It's brightly colored.
It's the only non-research book.
Yeah.
It's probably also the only book in English in the library as well.
Should I claim the Heart of Mantarock? No.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to?
Well, you know, it's nice of them to give you options, even if you're always gonna pick yes. You're always meant to pick yes.
Is it this way?
That's your hidden reading room. At the back of the library. For when it's finals time and all the tables are full.
There's no door there.
Nope.
Oh, it's down here. There we go. What? Like I just clipped through the floor there.
Sanity. I love the sanity.
She could
effects.
summon a trapper.
Look! Some of the bellows are doing their own thing. Fantastic.
Man. I don't...
All right. Let's go be Luther.
Be Luther.
Yeah. Right?
Alright, so... do the thing.
Hi, and hi, Q.
Hey, David. Hey, Q. Okay, I need to use...
For those
Is it
just
this
joining
one?
us, Eugene was going back to his previous chapter because he left the Mantarok rune behind, but he has now fetched it and is about to start my favorite chapter. Yes, and you'll want it in, yeah.
I did lose a bunch of time, yeah.
I recognize her everywhere. I love it. She loses a bunch of stuff. Well, we, as I was saying, he went back to his old save to go back and fetch a rune at the end of his last chapter. But now he's restarting the chapter he was on when we last left.
Maybe we'll find a better weapon.
There was
this
like a
time.
session in between when we covered 2 pages worth of chapters, I think.
You're right, we didn't get that far.
I really didn't.
A lot of it was wandering around and doing story thing. You know, I can just have to go in, do the cinematic, go talk to that guy.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
I am not your meal today.
Yeah, I don't know. I like this Guardian. I think I picked blue too. So this was the first one I ever.
I am your master. Your task is to guard the artifact before you. Let no one touch it.
The Gardefact, if you will.
Aw.
Guess you won't.
Why?
Alright, well, I'll call the window repair guys tomorrow. Alright. Save.
There you go. Yeah, right.
Read a story.
In Europe, during the time of the Inquisition, paranoia and corruption ran deep,
The musical.
with the fear of
With the
devilry
exclamation
running
point, it does
rampant.
seem like it should be in
Somebody
the
mentioned
Ancients'
that last
corruption
week.
extended far beyond mortal knowledge, corrupting all that could be corrupted. My researches uncovered an interesting incident. A Franciscan monk named Paul Luther
that way.
My
was
research is my
traveling to the
research.
region of
Yeah.
Amiens during the witch hunts of the Inquisition.
Oh,
Now, under martial law, the Inquisition prevented anyone from leaving the town and its nearby cathedral. For everyone was suspect.
Our tale begins.
Welcome to Oubliette Cathedral, Brother Luther. I'm glad that our sacred order can bestow hospitality on our Franciscan brethren.
Our bros.
I shall not impose, Excellency. I merely request lodging and a viewing of the sacred relic, the Hand of Jude.
Oh, and also a
Many have
crossbow.
traveled far and even risked their lives for a glimpse of the hallowed relic's true splendor. Of course, it would be wise to keep
I
quiet
loved your
during
little
your
speeches
stay.
last week, though. I
The
truly did.
Inquisition is here for a reason, brother.
Bro.
We seek to purge the deviancy from this town.
I am sure that will not be a problem. Amiens appears to be a peaceful hamlet.
Do you think they smell?
It appears to
Should
be,
they smell bad?
but deviancy is
Putrid?
secreted in the most deceptive places, which I believe is the case with Amiens.
Then I wish you luck in your search.
The Inquisition does not need
Especially
luck,
in a time where,
Brother Luther.
Witchcraft
Faith
is
and
thought to
purity
be really. Why would you
are
not
our
suspect these
guides.
creatures? Like before, basically any other creature. Never mind, they all walk with a hunchback. But yeah, I mean, this is where my suspicions are.
Alright. Let's see here.
Also, in the interest of time, you'll go in, find the body.
Yeah, in the main room.
Yeah. Yes, definitely trust desiccated snake man, says Emperor.
So there was a crossbow though before that. I thought.
I don't think so.
Crossbow's up there. Okay. Need some water.
Yes,
Need
I went
a-
down the wrong way. I'm gonna go get some more.
Need a face mask?
I've been wearing them all day, actually.
What Inquisition was happening in northern France in the 1480s? Choose a creature here. I also did a lot of exploring last time, like looking at all the pictures and things. After that.
Yeah. I was just trying to save you the time.
What if I ring the bell now?
You can't. Oh.
Too much Heart of Mantrock.
Heart of Mantrock for dinner. Well, I've been in a clinic where they have these face masks actually that are made from the
Skin of humans.
no dear. They're made from the kind of outside wrapping when you sterilize surgical instruments. Like you open this blue wrapping, and inside are your sterile instruments. But that outer material is what these face masks are made of, and they're supposedly effective, pretty close to the N95s. Pretty cool.
For the love of God! God! Help! Come quickly!
We're neither guards nor are we quick.
A murder! A murder most
Murder
foul!
most foul.
What heresy is this?
Heresy! Exclamation
I
point.
found
That
him
kind.
lying here, dead. I called the guards.
Is this our first suspect?
Make sure no one touches the body. It must be examined for signs of devilry. As for this
Putting it
man,
aside, one of your bone things to
Make
climb
sure he
inside.
doesn't leave the cathedral. We'll question him later.
Want to do something with that
hold
body.
your tongue, Franciscan, or it might bring my wrath upon thee.
Who's to say that you did not commit this murder?
If you trust in the Almighty, and you are indeed innocent, then you will have nothing to fear.
Already quite fearful of you. Hello, pretty kitty.
Oh, right.
Oh, pumpkin. What a
Okay,
sweetheart.
gotta do the thing. Get this.
Get the thing, grab the stuff, do the do. Hi, Sean Robinson.
I like that he's interested in
This
collecting
fall on
jewels.
CBS CSI Devilry.
Hey,
I
Sean
like it.
Robinson.
I would watch that.
No, I'm here to free you.
You fool.
You are in incredible danger.
Yeah, I
You
figured.
fool.
This cathedral used to be a place of peace.
You fool.
Now many strange things happen here.
Just saying. It
I
could
don't want
fit
you
into
to
a lot of
end
this
up
dialogue.
like the others.
What do you mean?
The body you found
Come with
was
me if you
Brother
want to live.
Andrew's, and he was killed to protect a secret. We can't talk about it here.
Secret?
Find me in the bell tower later, and I shall aid thee further.
Why
It
are
says
you
find me in the bell
innocent?
tower later, not go into the
I
bell
don't
tower
want
and
to
ring the
see
bell
another
to summon me
innocent
so that everyone
die
knows
like your
that you're in the bell
Franciscan
tower.
brethren.
Bros.
I have seen Brother Andrew make numerous entries into his journal.
I think a medieval
This may
procedural
contain
would just
the
be
answers to
like,
the cathedral's dark secrets.
they're a
What
witch.
can I do?
Did they sink?
The name of the rose.
I'd run.
You fool.
They will surely
No, the name of the
hunt me
rose.
if I run. This has to stop.
Then be it on your own head, Luther.
You fool.
Find Brother Andrew's journals if you can. He spent time in the old tower investigating. I believe I can find the key to the old tower in one of my
That was like the
stores.
first Hardy Boys
Later,
novel,
Come
The
find
Secret
me in
of
the
the
bell
Old Tower.
and I will
think.
give it to you.
Something like that.
Be swift.
You fool.
We can't evade them forever.
Hey, beautiful. That's my beautiful kitty. Yeah, he's so pretty. Sean Connery, Christian Slater. What could possibly go wrong?
Is there nothing else in here? I thought there was more stuff in here.
I think there were only like some crossbow bolts or something. Did you get those?
No, not yet. I got the emerald.
You could just go without the crossbow bolts and beat everybody by smacking them. With your righteous fists of justice. Hello? very familiar with the fact that I am here.
Yeah, where are the crossbow bolts? They're not in here.
Probably somewhere around.
I grabbed them last time. Where the heck are they?
Towards the screen. You'll find them. They gotta be somewhere.
Where did I get them?
Yeah, I thought they were in here, but maybe not.
Might be in another room.
Yep.
I think they were in here someplace. Yeah. Wow. Oh, this thing.
I know these people. Inscriptions. Oh, interesting that you're bopping around 3 times, not always moving forward. And yet the people up the corridor aren't in chronological order, they're in order of chapter.
Yeah.
Like, you'd think as you walked up the hall, it would, I mean, as you walk up the hall, it does slowly fill. But you'd think time-wise, you know, the people who had the book in sequence would have to be, you know.
I agree.
Clearly.
Okay, so...
Now all we need is Bruce Campbell and a chainsaw.
Crossbows in the old tower where I found the diary
Maybe it was.
pages.
Maybe it was. Wow. Well, sing it, sister.
There's a creature here, I think. Thoughts. Oh, there it is.
Screen, then.
I don't have anything
Just
I can...
run by it. Just flee.
Yeah.
Flee away.
I can
You know
run
what it
circles
was?
around
I
you.
think you explored like the altar and stuff before you found the body.
Right, I did do that.
So
But I
you
can go. I
probably
have to go
get
back
it
there
there.
anyway
Yeah,
because
you
I have
do.
to
After
go
you
to the
speak
podium.
to this guy, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the I think it's stuff, diary pages. This is the bell tower. Oh, the old tower is through that other area. It's in that main area off to the side, right?
That it is.
I should probably go do that first.
No, ring it back. Well, I guess you don't have to, but otherwise you just have to come back up here.
Oh. Yeah. I'm just wondering if I haven't triggered something because I haven't looked at the journal pages yet. Who's in the clock tower? Or who's in the bell tower this time?
You've gotten it.
Hi.
Ah, Brother Luther, not a moment too soon. As you have noticed, dread things inhabit this place.
Sure.
Shambling corpses, and worse.
There is darkness at work here, in the midst of the Inquisition.
I suspect it is worse than that, but I have no proof. Brother Andrew knew this also, and paid the price for it.
Why are you telling me this?
Perhaps you can finish off what Andrew started. Take this key. It unlocks the old tower. It has been sealed off since the Inquisition arrived.
I intend to uncover the truth behind this.
If you manage to uncover the source of darkness, return here, and I will do a thing I can to help. Till then, brother,
What I want to know, bro,
may your faith protect you.
is what is this like one sane guy doing in this cathedral? Like, you are visiting to see a relic, fine, but like, what about this dude who runs the clock tower?
Well,
Like, what's his deal?
he needs a job. Probably cleans the toilets or something. They don't have toilets.
Maybe they just haven't managed to steal his body yet. You know.
He cares for the cathedral, all the masters will pay.
Run!
Oh, jeez.
Zombie wolves.
Going down there. Yeah,
What are like 4 people doing hanging around the stream? Yeah, right? Indeed. Oh, clock tower. I was just talking about that lately
I've
because
heard things about that, yeah.
yeah, I liked Haunting Ground, which was I think described as like the spiritual successor to Clock Tower. But I've never played Clock Tower, but I loved Haunting. I'll try it sometime.
Yeah, we have it on. I think I have a Clock Tower game on the SNES Classic, and then there's another one on the PlayStation Classic. Yeah.
Wow. Aha.
There it
This
is.
is
Alright, so this is where I get the crossbow. He should kick it with his feet and have it open up, and then he picks it up. I also should find lots of crossbow bolts somewhere. I haven't found those yet.
I don't think it'll be long.
Anything else in here? Sword? Anything?
Aren't there bolts towards you? Like, aren't there also crossbow
There
bolts
probably
in this
are
one?
on the other side. Let's see. Yep, totally normal.
Maybe not.
I know I found some in.
Yeah, I feel like we found them at an odd
We
camera
found them
angle.
before we got the.
I mean, I know there are
crossbow.
also some at the podium,
Yeah.
so maybe we didn't find them in here.
Alright.
Anyway, you got what you needed.
Pretty sure I found crossbow bolts before I found the crossbow.
Well, as I said, you explored the podium before.
Oh, that's true. Let me find this. Ooh.
Oh, that looks useful. Nice find. That's a weapon. Or maybe you have that when you fight the
Can you find
Anthony.
the torch?
I don't see why not. I mean, you can certainly find the other little zombies you encounter with a torch. You know, the Sega Saturn is a game system I completely skipped. I only knew one person who ever had one, actually. Yeah, there they are. They're up there.
I don't have one there yet.
Anyway, I remember thinking of Saturn. It was beautiful, but I didn't know of any games for it.
Sega Saturn is a game system a lot of people missed.
Yeah. But I mean, I had a Genesis. You think I would have gone for the Saturn as well?
I thought I had a bunch last time.
You had 5, so that's consistent.
I think I wasted them on that creature upstairs. Is one of the
Yeah, you
problems.
did. You got yourself down to 1.
Okay. Let's see. Which you can't open.
Part of the reason I don't stream, I mean, the main part of the reason I don't stream is I don't have the time or technological commitment. But another part is that I'm just such a persnickety person. I have to find everything on a screen before I move forward. And it can get really annoying. I can't imagine anyone would enjoy it.
Alright, I need to find music. Maybe. Okay. And then here, what is the cat getting into back there?
Like, I'm playing Tomb Raider right now, and I spam the survival instincts button constantly. I mean, it just... Yeah, well, that's what I think would happen with me as well. podium is...
Yeah, no, I thought there was something in there. That looks like a subway entrance.
It does, doesn't
But
it?
it's not a subway entrance. Oh, well, hold it.
It's kind of like a subway
It is a
entrance,
subway
isn't it?
entrance. Hold on a second.
Isn't it?
I didn't go down there before, did
You
I?
did not, I don't believe.
All right, I'm going to go over here.
Good find.
I wonder if there's a sword down there.
Sean Robinson's calling for Freebird.
We'll see what they give
For
me.
the organ.
I have finally arrived at Amiens, and my pilgrimage to see the hand of Jude draws to a close. I cannot wait to lay eyes upon the sacred relic. My journey here has been arduous, and it shall be good to relax for a while in this peaceful village. Amiens is full of good people, strong in their faith and their role in our world. If the blight of witchcraft is present in this world, then I doubt it is in Amiens. That didn't age well.
You didn't like Shadow as much, Wells, huh? I kind of played it directly on the heels of Rise. Like within 5 minutes of finishing one, I had started the next one. So I don't know that I really have them apart from the plot, obviously. But I don't know. They don't feel distinct to me. You found a new place. You found a new
I
place.
wonder if there's a sword down here.
Maybe. You think?
I don't know. There's a door.
I know you feel very betrayed by doors.
Oh, hey. Free bird. Can you pick it up? Reliquaries. Just pick up all the random books you find. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, in this year, probably there aren't actually all that many books around. Ah, never mind. There's a whole bookshelf full.
Ah.
Heyo.
Personal effects of a priest are scattered across the shelves, rosary beads, crucifix, variety of other small holy items. Must have been Brother Andrew's. Poor Brother Andrew. Oh. The Spartan bed shows how the order treats its visitors. There is no... Well, I think the dead body shows how this order treats visitors, but there's no sign of the order's own quarters, and this chills Paul to the bone. The only man that doesn't need a bed is a dead one.
Yeah, setting the entire cathedral on fire would probably be helpful.
Burn them all, yes, if it's the only way to be sure. Alright, so creepy creature. Okay. I found things and stuff. See, if this were Animal Crossing, I would be climbing to the bed and rolling around in it. And yet that room got 3 stars on Yelp. Yeah, note to self, if you're thinking about going to an Airbnb in Amiens, in this rustic old cathedral,
about going,
don't do it.
Into the basement.
Don't do it. All right, what's in here?
Mm-hmm. Actually, I do know. I lied. That's exactly what's in there.
Wait, the bellows mechanism supplies the organ upstairs with air. It requires an expert hand and attention to keep it in working order. Huh.
Mm-hmm. Yay! A weapon!
A steel mace. You know what that would come in handy with? If I encountered any, like, undead creatures armed with a sword.
Imagine that. Yes, oh god. That bedbug episode sounded awful. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, yeah. Worst trip ever. This man has never swung a weapon in his life.
That's alright.
Not even a stick when he was a boy. Alright, what's over here?
Oh. You're so much better armed already.
Well, I had 2 arms last time. And I did fine. I did fine.
You did great. Oh yeah. I mean, those are all the weapons you'll ever need. And if this guy can do it.
Oh no, it's a thingy.
Did you think that would work?
I was trying to run away from it.
Yes.
Everything's full.
Great, to go through the purple.
What?
Purple's you sure it's the exit. Meow. I see. Yes. Hello.
So I get to try out my new mace. Oh, it's very effective.
Oh.
Wow. Whoa, dude.
This man has some pent-up anger.
Yeah. Right?
Rage issues.
He just knocks their heads off. It's amazing. What a great weapon.
His finishing move is really his finishing move is really very exuberant. It's really quite. It's
Well,
like
what
he's
else would you
chopping
do with,
wood.
What else would you do with a mace, I guess?
I don't know. It just seems so violent.
I wonder why these candles are caged. What did they do?
Yes.
Another one?
Nice dodge.
Yeah, if I could control the camera a little bit, that would be great.
If you move very quietly.
Knocking on this cask results in a hollow thud. It is empty, but why when all the others are full of maturing wine? Should Paul turn the barrel spigot? Yes. Aha! We found Fortunato. How does he know these are all full of wine? He didn't open them before. He didn't thump on
He's been
those.
sampling them.
Yeah. Wouldn't you? That's
I
why
would,
he's-
in
that's why
fact.
he's
I would.
Cudgeling things.
If they have spigots, how much wine do these creatures drink? Or, you know, I guess not a lot, because they're all full.
Maybe they soak in it.
Man, these people do not know how to have a body.
Maybe they
Telling you, these
soak in
bone
it
thieves.
to preserve themselves.
Oh. Oh, God.
This is their bedroom.
Oh. I never
Yeah,
thought of
exactly.
that.
Thought I
Yes,
said
that's what he's
it's
saying.
actually embalming
Oh, horror. Yeah, that's what's horrific about this game. All right,
Okay.
go do the thing.
I missed a whole bunch of stuff down here.
You sure did.
Oh, there's a thing here. Oh, you know what? I've got a spell. Casting witchcraft. Franciscan.
Nice health bar.
Oops. Oh. I should just use my fist.
Enchanted mace.
I should
Couldn't
use,
do
I
it.
should use a crossbow thing. That's what I'll do next time.
I hate that that thing has, like, eyes. If it's a skull, it shouldn't have eyes in it.
True.
Man, I enjoy this game so much. I really do. And I'm excited you found the new place to go.
So you knew I missed it before. You didn't say anything.
Am I supposed to give you hints?
You let me go into a fight with a
I
swordsman.
let you go into one of the most entertaining fight scenes I have ever beheld.
with my fist.
With your fist.
Okay.
Brandished.
All right. Let's not get close this time.
No. No, I thought it was. I knew you went down the steps there, but I wasn't sure if it maybe appeared later or what.
You only fire one at a time.
Probably. Hi, Omega Ace. How you doing?
Omega Ace is here. Hello. I'm gonna chant the mace too, just in case. It's my just in case mace.
You've got a big, long magic bar, despite being a man of the cloth, and an eeny-weeny health bar.
Wait, what? No, not the torch. No. this? Alright.
Apparently we have like 0 latency. Always exciting. This chase is too high speed. My name is Cora, but okay. Half a second, huh?
Very slowly. It's kind of like that Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, come on.
Oh, zapped in the head.
Alright, the crossbow's not going to work because it's too slow.
I don't know. If Eugene's been consorting with a Kathy, I'd like to hear about it. Or maybe not.
Womp womp.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, at least I was able to save right outside the room. It's kind of annoying that it kicks me back to the start screen, but that's okay. How you doing, Omega Ace?
Alright, I see and hear you. Come on up. You may be cuddled. I will snuggle you.
Yeah, he doesn't have much of a health bar, I guess.
Yeah, he goes down pretty quick.
But I have that other spell. Wait a minute, I should put that on.
Oh yeah, you do, don't you? You forgot about that.
What am I using
really
this other
spell.
thing?
I don't know, but you should do it with the new thing.
So it's this. This is it? No.
No.
Which is the new one?
Or maybe you haven't got it yet.
Oh, I have the.
Yeah, you get it later.
Okay, right. Fine, never mind. We'll just go with this.
Yes.
Put a spell on you. Doing okay, Omega Ace. Should be doing my work instead of playing a game, but I'll do that this weekend.
I'm an enabler and a bad influence.
It's true. Okay. You have been good at enabling this bad habit of gaming.
That is the truth.
Alright, let's see.
Get him! In the head.
Trying.
Yeah, as I was starting to say, this chase is much too high speed. There you go. Oh, no, you didn't. Wow, I thought you got him. Yeah, that's right. Cora. Oh no!
What the heck?
Jeez. What's wrong? It's one of these dudes.
Okay. New
Well,
plan.
I mean, yeah, you could.
I'll fire off one crossbow, and then I'll switch to the mace. Right? That'll do it. Because then I don't have to wait for the reload. I may not be cut out for life in the cloth.
Ow! Don't bite me, you little jerk. Oh. Persnicket.
Just gotta remind you who's boss. It is the cat. The cat is the boss. Hugging it out with the beast? Yeah, that worked last week. I mean, that worked in Ring King.
I bet that thing would be an epic hugger. It's got, like, great big long arms.
So, we're gonna enchant this. Maybe I should enchant that. I should enchant something else. The red isn't good for this one. I'll enchant this crossbow with green.
Enter my Celadon.
Okay, my health is
Jennifer
full.
Hale again.
Yeah, we were watching Avatar and Cora would be like, "Oh, Jennifer Hale."
Hi, Jennifer Hale. Hello again, Jennifer Hale.
Good old Ring King.
Myself. Trying your run around behind tactic, huh?
Good grief.
Get out of the room! Leave the room!
Don't like it in there.
David says green is the worst enchant to fight red.
Run in a circle. Heal. Get magic. I guess I could send
Guess you're
a
wishing you hadn't sent all those trappers away now, huh?
Well, I can call them anytime I want. They're magic.
What's she doing these days? If not video game work. Yeah, we just finished Legend of Korra today, actually. I've never seen it before.
Man, it doesn't even recover that much.
Adam.
Didn't want to fight incomprehensible satanic horror, shouldn't have become a monk. True enough.
This guidance council didn't adequately inform me.
Ah. Running in circles always heals magic. La, 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 la. I have to enchant the Whoop. The end of Korra was less impactful than the first series. Yeah, I guess so. You know, I mean, I think that last season, I saw that they were having money issues. I think it was probably a little bit rushed. But they clearly blew their whole budget on the fights and that.
Some of the metal bending fights were amazing.
Yeah.
I really liked them.
Oh wait, no, that's not what I wanted to cast. Whatever. Chant the thingy again. I wonder if that thing is healed inside or not.
Oh, you can reload it too. Well, you gotta
Well,
enchant it first.
so slow.
Wow. He does a good amount of damage. It's terrible.
No protection spell?
Not yet. If you come back later when you've got one.
Oh, come on.
You could come back later for real when you've got a protection spell.
It's too slow to fire even. Played
You've already-
Shadow Man. I've heard of Shadow Man.
Shadow Man? I have not heard of Shadow Man.
Tell us more about this game.
you
So
committed to running in now?
will he recharge
I don't know.
every time
I'm not sure.
Because it looks like he's in the same place. So I can just hit him and run out of here,
There you
no? Ah.
There you go. Nice.
Little hit and run.
Well, I mean, Emperox, God hasn't failed him. It's fellow clerics that have failed him.
She's just wailing on this guy.
He is. He's very, I really like the emphasis with which he lays down that cudgel.
Massive granite fault.
Wow, the word bas-relief is in this game. It's lovely.
Scratch marks running along the floor makes it appear that the crypt has been moved many times.
Hmm.
Great.
Curious error.
Action adventure game developed by Acclaim Studios. Alright, I'm out. Sorry. Just kidding. Acclaim.
Save in a different slot. Save in maybe the extra slot you had. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. Just because I was expecting you to have an item in your hand that I didn't see, so.
Pedestal has 3 small indentations adorning its top arranged in a circular formation. Each socket appears to be waiting for something. Good night, everybody. Okay. Mausoleum are the remains of departed monks. Some have turned to dust, others have grotesquely withered, leaving husks of bone and leathery skin.
Is that grotesque? Quite. I mean, the monks walking around.
Maybe they are the monks?
Being remastered for release next year.
But what system was it released for? So Claim, is that on SNES if it was 1999? No, that's too late for SNES.
Can you see your inventory? I just want to see your inventory.
Okay. I have a sapphire.
Is there any more?
Oh, I haven't looked at the Reliquaries book yet. That's just
yeah, okay, but is there any more?
Old Tower Key, Emerald, Meditation Rod. Oh, I could put the thing in there, maybe.
Okay, there it is. Cool. This enemy was carrying a gem, and I didn't
I got it.
Pick it up. Oh, I didn't see it. That's okay.
Well, you bet I picked it up.
I just wanted to make sure it was not mislaid anywhere or glitched, because you and your GameCube history don't inspire great confidence.
I have 3 of. Oh,
that's a
not.
healing
That's
charge
not
of some
healing.
sort.
Well, I didn't use that.
Or a sanity, actually.
Oh,
Doesn't it
okay.
restore sanity?
Forgeries of the reliquaries dating back to the late 13th century exclusively illuminated. Doubtless, many obscure orders requiring more income than can be garnered from the tithe resorted to forging ancient relics to bring people from outside the region
only ever played
to their diocese.
Space Channel 5.
I thought you played Gauntlet on there.
Yeah, well, yes, that too.
We do have a Dreamcast. We do have Space Channel 5.
Hand of Jude.
I burned a copy of Space Channel 5 because I guess the Dreamcast it was easy to burn games for it, so I tried it out and it worked. Alright.
So the relic is a forgery.
You would enjoy writing the text for Eternal Darkness 2?
Oh, I so want Eternal Darkness to be remastered. I would be so happy. It'll never happen, but I'd love it.
Okay. So I have to come back here with things.
Things and or stuff.
Alright. I probably could have just not fought that thing yet then. Oh well. Well, I got the gem, I guess. Wait, can the gem go in there? That doesn't fit in that spot, does it? I don't know how big they actually are. Ah, okay. For some reason I thought they were, like, gigantic.
How rich do you think these monks are?
Didn't I also have a ruby? No, that's all I have. I need one more gem. Alright.
I know. It's not what you'd expect from Nintendo.
Great.
You can resume your save file. I just wanted to make sure you had your gem.
Right. They did release a game in Japan called Devil World, that never came over here, and that actually was done by Shigeru Miyamoto. Weirdly enough, it wasn't released in the U.S. I think they felt more comfortable releasing that stuff in Japan for some reason. Devil World. I've only played a little bit of it. It's very interesting. It's sort of like an arcade style game. Okay, progress and things.
Yay! And now you can fight Anthony with
that's right. So I have to do
an
all
actual
that too.
weapon.
I didn't go over here. Oh, I did. Oh, the bellows, but I don't have music for it yet, and I can't turn it on anyway. Okay, so we'll go up here. All right. That fight will go very different this week. So, I have the key to the old oh yeah. So slow. Devil's Crush. Oh yeah. That's on the actually no, that isn't on the that isn't on the TurboGrafx 16 mini. Alien Crush is on the TurboGrafx 16 mini. But I think I put Devil Crush on my Retro Pi. I actually might have picked it up on the Wii Virtual Console. Somebody, Nefarious West recommended it. Alright, let's see if, okay. I'm not gonna see it there.
Good thought, but no.
Yep.
You could enchant before you go in.
That's true. I could do that. Let's do that.
What a piece of advice. 13 crossbow bolts and you're all set.
Both Crush games should have been the mini. Did you get the mini, Wells, or did you not get it because of that? Well, no, I'll just enchant that too. Because I should shut off. Or I could unequip my weapon for a true adventure. But we did that last week. I don't think we're going to be able to follow up on that.
That was quite the adventure.
Alright. I have to use the thing.
Wells did get the mini.
Oh, you did? Cool. What do you think of it? I was tempted to get it, but it's really expensive. Oh, this thing. Oh, right. It's just. Nope. Oh, right. It's just getting me.
No, it's climbing inside that.
Climbing inside of it. Oh, that's right. I thought that was a sandpeople. Yeah. Okay. Why?
See? He's coming at you with his fists.
Hitting the pews?
Fight like a bone thief. Wuss.
This guy is very strong. Where this mace is very weak.
I love how insane you get when something jumps out of... I would be rather disturbed by that myself.
The box looks nice.
Confess.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I'd just do it on the Retro Pi, or at some point I'm going to get like a Mister, and I'll probably just go with that. Okay. Oh, let's heal.
We should go check out the rest of this area.
Yeah, I think there might have been more crossbow things. Need to invest it in TurboGrafx Mini. It's not really an investment, I don't think. I would actually probably get, if I was going to buy one of them, I would have gotten probably the PC Engine Mini, because it's much smaller than the TurboGrafx 16 Mini. Oh, there's go up there too. Alright, let's see what's around here. Anything? That looks promising down here. Let's see. Oh, that's right. Shield spell. That's handy. Oh, that's right. I did use that against that guy, didn't I? Just got in the mail. Okay. Yeah, those pre-orders were delayed. Alright. So, shield. That's useful. Use that for sure. And here's that casket. Wonder who that was for.
All right, go make a thing happen. Or you know, no, that's fine.
Or not. I'll just take the long way around. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, I gotta enchant the thing again. Okay. Does this mean it's running out of power?
Mm-hmm. Probably.
It's held up pretty well, all things considered.
Yeah, I've been really pleased with it.
A bit too small, the controller. I mean, it's about the size of an NES controller, I think. Just a little bit small. For adult hands. I'm gonna enchant that. Really doesn't
But I like that they're all different.
And we're going to... If I use the shield spell now, will it be in effect when I go in?
It will.
Okay, I'm going to map it to something.
I would do purple.
Purple.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the damage field. What's the damage field?
You got options.
Right, what was the damage field? What did that do?
I very rarely use that.
Why did that other one disappear?
You just... I don't know. You just put shield on the right, but I don't know, your heal somehow got on. There you go.
Alright.
And I'd save now that you've done that.
My hands are small, so maybe it's just fine. Yeah, the NES controller is too small. I mean, that's why I usually play with the Joy card, because it's a little bit bigger. Okay. Charlemagne. All right, creepy grandpa.
All right, creepy grandpa moment.
Help me, Grandpa. I can't take this anymore.
Don't be so weak, Alex. You have a stronger mind than this. I didn't bring up a weakling. Not a scared wretch of a girl.
Did he
You
bring her?
kept all this from me. You kept me alone. You shared nothing with me.
I couldn't. I could never give you the burden. I just wanted you to grow up. To grow up and leave me alone. Why couldn't you have been killed with your parents?
He's a loving man.
on here?
Hello. Oh, he's got the gym. One-eyed Willie.
You so know what to do.
It's almost like I've been here before. Ooh, pieces of Oh wait, he's gonna wake up again now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, that's which ones are comfortably tiny. I do. Usually my hands match most controllers. The original Xbox controller was just a little too big.
That's why we got the split pad throw for the Switch.
It's much more comfortable.
Yeah, try the. If you play in handheld, if you play in.
Current view is praying for old you.
If you play in handheld mode a lot, try the Hori Split Pad Pro. Makes a big difference, and it has a proper D-pad. It's basically like the Xbox controller split into Joy-Cons. Yes, a sword.
Finish it.
I couldn't
do it.
I prayed for him.
You did.
Okay. And that was a lot faster than fighting him with my fist.
Imagine that.
Oh, I can probably increase the brightness here, but then it might be too bright on the game. And
Oh.
That's okay. Whew. The Duke controller. Oh yeah. They have pictures of the PS5 controller. It has a USB port. They were very proud of that. Wow, I don't know how proud they were of it, but
A ruby was here.
I got the ruby.
The walls are bleeding.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Okay, great. I'm taking out.
I'm out.
Go back to that other room.
How long? They kept him in that room for hundreds of years. That's incredible. Yeah, go check out what's upstairs. I haven't been upstairs.
Oh,
for a
right.
while.
Over here.
Yeah.
Did I not go upstairs last time?
Nope, I don't believe you did. I think you went right for this room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's probably another sword up there. There's probably a whole freaking arsenal. If I had but looked. There should be more diary pages, I think, in here, right? Oh. Not quite as satisfying when he hacks him with the sword. Yes, a USB-C. And then, oh, here we go. Scrawls of ink. You mean words? Let's see. I suppose it is understandable that they will not show me the hand of Jude on such little notice, but I must confess that the preparations they make are most unusual. No acts of consecration, no daily prayer or worship are demonstrated by this strange order. One wonders if they are holy at all, let alone being under the auspices of the Grand Inquisition. Perhaps it is my naivety of our faith. There are many practices associated with it, and they differ greatly from region to region. Perhaps Amiens is merely more eccentric than others. What if they're rotting, man? Alright, anything else on the nice library walls? A bewildering array of books and tomes, sorted neatly onto a set of shelves, mostly books of religious nature awaiting scholars, such as Paul, to peruse their contents. This library has a bewildering array of books.
A taller attitude during the Inquisition. Fair enough. Yeah, if I had to pick an Inquisitor, probably be this one.
That's all I needed to find was that one thing. Oh, music!
Music.
Music of the night.
One wonders what it sounds like. Unless one reads music, in which case one can probably figure out what it sounds like.
maybe they just practice differently. Alright, let's see. Do I want to do this or do I want to do the thing with the ruby first?
Do this. says exactly what to push.
Alright. I know, it's just like Ocarina of Time. A, B, Y.
Just finish up and then
Alright. Let's try that again.
Not everyone can read music, man.
Whoa. That is the weirdest way of locking a cabinet I've ever seen.
Shovel Knight.
Did I not also, like, summon everyone in the establishment here? Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, what Castlevania are you playing next to Mega Ace?
The choir is on fire tonight, says Emperor.
The tabernacle is almost empty. There are none of the things that should be there, such as holy water and other ritualistic items. Only a circle of power lying on the lower shelf. A circle of power?
Yeah, definitely a thing that is, you know, holy.
Aha. I need another thing. Oh wait, I can use that for the spells instead of this triangle? Why is it different? I don't know what these do. 5.3 point. Oh, for the middle spells, right? Okay. Do I make a new spell?
Just scroll through the things. Hold on. No, it doesn't look like it's there yet. That's okay.
Looks like I only
Hang
need one
tight.
more rune.
Yeah, you'll
and one
find
more
one
disc.
soon. Omega Ace is going to take a poll on Twitter to determine Castlevania's.
Which Castlevania? I vote for Haunted Castle.
It seems rather non-specific given the Castlevania.
Oh, he knows what I'm talking about. I've been debating if I want to pick up the Konami arcade collection or not. I know Haunted Castle's pretty bad. It's an arcade version of Castlevania that is just incredibly difficult. Haunted Castlevania? Do you enjoy it? Wait, is this what?
You've been there.
I was trying to remember how to get back to what I was in. Oh, I have to go down into the subway.
Mm-hmm. Medieval subway time. Barox also doesn't feel like mentioning a haunted castle narrows it.
It's not the one with the haunted castle, it's called Haunted Castle. You can play the one with Dracula in it.
Is there one where you use a whip?
Bloodlines. Yeah, I need to play Bloodlines soon. I haven't played out for ages. I think it's the last, aside from Dracula X, I think it's the last like traditional side-scrolling Castlevania I haven't played. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, okay, good. I thought a creature was coming.
Why are you going that way? I don't know either.
A lot of subways in this place.
So this is the sub-subway? It's the sub-basement? It is basement-tacular.
Yeah, I do have the Castlevania collection on Switch. Oh, hello. I didn't see that one there because my body was blocking it from viewing. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty vigorous with his sword.
That's what she said.
I mean, I get the impression people do come through this hallway. The candles don't bother me here.
Who's lighting candles down here? Probably all like magical candles. What is down there? Okay.
The intern.
The intern. Oh, it's that old guy. That's what he does. He walks around the castle. He walks around lighting candles.
Is that what they keep him around for?
No. He's got to do something. What? Oh. You're a big fella. You got a room, eh? That's like, it's just beating the guy's butt.
Excessive.
Streamed Haunted Castle back when nobody knew my channel existed last week. Did I see you streaming Haunted Castle at some point? It's possible.
Look, it's your favorite decorative element.
Oh man, that would look great back at home. Wow, it just, that's where it came from, I guess. Okay. Why would you bring that back with you? Of all the things.
Wouldn't be my first choice necessarily. Well, I mean, compared to like dead things and rotting bodies, maybe it would be my first choice.
I guess true.
Eyes up here.
Anything over here?
Narp.
Any meat in the walls? Nope, just a door. Love to play Haunted Castle.
Haunted Castle.
Sooner than later, or Bloodlines. I've seen a lot of Bloodlines, but I haven't played it yet. Not properly. I've only played like a little bit of it. Seems like fun.
You know what sword I miss? The rammed out. I mean, I'll always love the Scramus X.
Now, Lucard is the one with the staff, right? See, I always would prefer to play with a whip. But... Or is it a polearm? Is that what they call it? Polearm? Poleaxe? One of those things. Crossbow things. Cast. Oh, what? That's not what I wanted to cast. I was trying to cast, not recover. Oh, I guess I did cast recover though, didn't I? That was supposed to be the enchant item thing. It's supposed to be on that, because recovers this other one. So that was a waste. The card uses a spear or a trident. Uh-oh, it saw me.
Wrong way.
Oh, crap.
That's alright. Those things are pretty good. Just Mantaroks, not these. Oh, but the sanity was so low. Got ya.
Oh, good night, Wells. Thanks for hanging out.
Wells. Yeah, my consciousness meter is getting dangerously low as well. I'd really like to get through this chapter with you, though.
Yeah, we might be able to make it.
I think so.
It's only one.
I hope I can make it.
I
I'm
found
really
the party.
flagging.
I mean, how much more is there?
You're doing well. Hi, cat. No, different cat has come to play.
I saved right outside that room, right?
I think you did.
I wonder if I should use a mace. Oh, the sword's probably better now. Or my fists, I guess. After the last incident.
Emperor says, also tired, hoping you can finish this and end on a good note after the last incident.
Yeah, right. Okay, so I should heal because I actually...
Yeah.
So that should help a little bit. Oh, I have to remap the things too because they were wrong.
I also don't know if you really want to enchant your weapon with Mantarok always, or whether it's better to stick with your Turga.
This one?
Yeah, you might want to do that for your enchanting.
I don't really know what these do.
Recover is the one I would assign to Mantarok.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Oh, no. Oh. Cat bite. Cool.
Don't fall asleep.
Etc.
Okay. And we shall enchant things. Wait, did I go the wrong way?
Yep. Did you? Actually, no, you didn't. You went the right way, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, you must
I
have
don't
been a
remember
little
having
further away.
stairs.
Random
There were
Castlevania
creatures
trivia?
here.
Sure.
Oh, there
Just
straight
run.
there.
It's fine.
There's two of them. Oh, they're fighting.
Get it while it's distracted with the other one. Boy, those caused quite a sanity hit.
Yeah.
Finish it.
Minor spelling error. Eric Lecard from Pennsylvania Bluffs said have Alucard speared. Spear. Oh, that's interesting.
So that's where he came in, and then there's that door there.
Right. Anything else in here? Ugh. Oh, it's a piggy bank. No. It looks like
It does look like a piggy
an
bank.
effigy of a monk reclining on a sacrificial altar. A deep groove bisects its chest. The monk's face looks almost exactly like the custodian. The inscription reads, "Meet me in the bell tower. Only when thy friend is sacrificed, when his cries fill the air, will the great doors be open to thee."
Seems legit. As you know, Alucard uses a sword, not a spear. So to fix this error, they added a hidden spear in the Saturn version of Symphony of the Night, known as the Alucard spear.
That's a good fix.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true, Thoughtless. You've been reading up on Panic Restaurant, have you? So apparently the Famicom version has actual end credits at the end of the game. I don't know if you saw, I actually did finish the game, so you can see the end of it in like the archive of last stream. I finished it. I stayed up. Took a while. The ending took a while.
Anything else in the room?
I don't know. Let's see. There's another door.
Another door.
I don't know where to go. I'm gonna go to this one because the other one has like a thing on it. Oh. Well, this is where I escaped. Die.
You would have been alright if you weren't so low on sanity. It's the first time I've seen sanity, just a sanity glance kill someone. I've seen it weaken you and then you die because something strikes you.
Is it really happening?
Huh?
Dudes.
More crossbow bolts. Why do I need so many crossbow bolts? Yes, thank you for the trivia.
I like that kind of trivia.
Further proof of the heresy within this dark cathedral, a table bears arcane documents, diagrams, and sigils pertaining to demonic craft are scattered across the recently used table. Recently used, you say? Arcane documents. He doesn't dare touch them for fear of the taint of evil, and yet he picked up
He'll touch you.
the Tome of Eternal Darkness.
Well, you know, he had a bad time with that. So.
The shelf appears to be recessed into the wall, not quite as flush as the others in the room, almost as if it could slide inward. Should Paul push the shelf forward?
Let's go see.
What's inside there?
I don't know, but it's very exciting for me.
Oh, what O'Dove is supposed to be? If you haven't seen it yet, I shared a picture of the manual, the story from the manual, and it is puntastic. Uh-oh. Get out of the way. Oh, God. Where did you come from? Don't eat my head. Is that guy still going to be exploding out here? Oh, okay. What?
He exploded and left, I think.
Okay, good. Good. Good riddance. It's hard to know, like, how things pass through time.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy.
I haven't gone through that other door yet. I have to go back. It's a weird place for a torn diary page. With a shudder, my heart turned to ice. I came to the brutal realization that the entire order were heretics and that I was in incredible jeopardy. Who knows how long they had kept their dark secret masquerading as custodians of the Hand of Jude, when in fact they guarded a damnable relic, the essence of the unholy Zelototh, and used it to lure potential victims to their hideous sacrifice. I felt sick, and despite my faith, I felt intense fear and hopelessness. I know that I must escape this place before they suspect my knowledge. I must warn the world and notify the real Inquisition of their presence. Knowing death is just around the corner and fearing every moment, I commit these words to paper. Augustine will find this book. I will remove certain pages and hide them so that all who may follow might discover the truth before it is too late.
Ooh.
Well. What's this? Hey! I'd like that, please.
Pargon.
By adding Pargon runes to a spell, it can be powered up, intensifying its effects. Okay.
Oh, you got access to the 5.
very well hidden diary page. On a podium and glowing and everything. Okay. Oh, thanks, Omega Ace. Yeah, sometimes I see some really interesting things in the manuals, and I want to share them, because people don't always go and read the manuals for these things. Alright, let's go down that other door. I'm getting a little tired too, so hopefully we can wrap this up soon.
Yeah, you really aren't too far from done. I can't remember what you have to do next. I mean, I know some of what you have to do.
I'm gonna go down that door, of course. Alright, I'm gonna save. I'm just gonna keep saving all the time. Save, save, save. Oh, what? I don't have a key for this. Huh. Maybe I need to leave and sacrifice something in that thing. Oh, maybe I have to go back to the bell tower and talk to the old guy.
Yeah, maybe. That's a good idea. I think that might be what you have to do.
He did say come back.
Mm-hmm.
Probably I need to kill him. So, how do I get out of here?
That one there, yeah.
Door number 1, door number 2, door number 3. Oh, you got. I didn't kill you before. I'm sorry. Here. There's another one behind me? No. Okay. I've seen the door. Cave my game. Yes. All right.
Very comforting. This cathedral is the best. I love finding little relics from Alex's house, like in these times.
I want that open. Isn't that a door? What? Huh. That's unexpected. That's where I came from. It doesn't say it's locked, it just won't open. Is that weird or what? Just kind of glitchy? The door wouldn't open?
I always assumed it was a sanity effect, but maybe not.
Does it always do that?
It's been long enough since I played it, I don't really remember that detail, but I wouldn't be surprised if it always did it. And then you got a forward track again. That's not right, is it? Okay, It's the old tower.
That's
I
the
think
old
bell
tower.
tower's all the way out of the front.
Down here.
I think so.
Haunted Castle flip hole. Absolutely. Outside. It's outside. It's not that big a space, but I'm kind of spatially challenged. coin off is actually quite close to winning the last pull. Aw. Alright. Oh, here he is. He's still here.
Still chilling. How's it going?
My dear friend. Nothing bad happens.
Brother Andrew suspected Augustine all along. I managed to find remnants of his journal, and it all points to Augustine's involvement with a paganistic cult operating inside the cathedral.
Inside the cathedral.
The cathedral's dark secret has been uncovered. I too suspected this, but was too afraid to act. Augustine himself is a
all I could do is light candles.
He has covered his tracks well, claiming that the sacred relic, the Hand of Jude, was stored here. He had those who came to see it murdered. The Hand of Jude never existed.
And with that realization, the trap closes, brother.
Bro.
My days here are numbered. I awoke to find this cruel dagger placed upon my pillow this morn.
What?
It can only mean one thing. I know too much, and they are moving to silence me.
So I better tell
I can
all of it
only
to
hope
you.
that what little
Why wouldn't they
faith
put
I
the
have
dagger
next
in his
silence
head?
you.
enough to save my soul? Please, take this thing
I know
away
just
from
what to
me.
do with that.
Its very sight troubles me to no end. May your faith protect thee, Brother Luther, for that's all you have.
Oh, you're leaving?
You're out. Uh-oh.
Sacrificial knife. He's gone.
Imagine.
Okay.
All right. Go open the unopenable door.
I did it.
Woohoo!
No. Oh hell, Dina, I set up my old GameCube and got a new memory card.
Woo-woo!
Wow, congratulations.
Fun times.
Very nice.
You gonna play this?
You should.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how old this game card dates back to when I played Prince of Persia back at your old apartment. I know you can buy new ones from Castlemania Games and probably some other places. Oh, hold on. You weren't there before. What are your favorite GameCube titles, Omega Ace? I don't actually have that many GameCube games. I never had. Oh, I never had one.
This place is lousy with enemies.
Bleeding. It's bleeding.
$5, huh?
That's a good price. Here's right up.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Paper Mario was $100. That I have on GameCube. 1,000-Year Doors? 1,000-Year Door. Cora got me that. I still haven't played it. I'll play the Paper Mario game soon enough.
Don't I have Paper Mario on GameCube?
You got it for me, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I got you one, but weren't there like two? Maybe I'm misremembering.
There's one on the Wii, Super Paper Mario, and then there's one on the GameCube, which is 1,000-Year
Because
Door.
I thought someone bought me Paper Mario a long time ago. What did you find? Oh, good girl. Did you get a balloon?
Good job,
Oh, what
Baka.
a fierce hunter. Yes, you're very fierce.
Well done. Good girl. Good job. She found a balloon.
You hunted it good.
Is it just me? Like, this controller, my hand hurts after I've been playing it for a while.
Maybe you're tense.
Maybe.
Can't imagine why.
Oh, man. Super Paper Mario. Favorite GameCube titles? Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes, is that different from the other versions? Oh, F-Zero GX. And Wave Race Blue Storm. I think I have Wave Race 64. Alright. Oh no.
Ding, 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 ding. You can either sneak past him real quiet like, or shoot him with a crossbow.
That's a remake of the PS1 Metal Gear Solid. Interesting. Okay, I loaded. Oh boy, I loaded that one on the PS1. No, that's already on the PS1, isn't it? I haven't played it yet. PS1 classic, the PlayStation classic. Oh, Double Dash. Finish this chapter. I don't know what all horrors are coming. Weapon.
Oh, Mario Sunshine. I love Mario Sunshine.
I'm thinking they're probably going to release a remastered version of the Switch this year.
It was so satisfying just to clean everything up. I mean, not in real life. But for Mario's purposes, it was great.
Sword has nice range.
Yeah, right? Not a Ramda, but what is?
What is? And we do have Luigi's Mansion, which I need to finish after this.
Yeah, we need to finish that.
After this game, we'll finish that.
I thought after this was Wind Waker.
But we already started Luigi's Mansion, so we should finish it. No. We're gonna target these guys. Action replay for GameCube and loading all the games on an SD card. I have a action replay for the GameCube. It's worth it for getting Swiss, and then if you have, I don't know if you have a Game Boy player, but it's really good with that. And there's also, you could get the GC loader is another thing you could do, which is a replacement for the disk drive. Basically, you put an SD card in there and just load all the games in there. Wow,
You
that's
moiterer.
pretty messed up right there. All the Zeldas and Tales of Symphonia. PS2's my nostalgia console. What is a man? Alright. What's in here?
Something amazing.
Well.
What?
Paul's progress forward is blocked by a corrosive spell. Obviously, someone wants to keep intruders at bay, and this lethal magic is just the way to do it. Let's get rid of that magic.
Yeah, I think unfortunately you have to do new spell if you want to do it.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, so I'll use this. Oh, okay.
And that's a blue, so you need green.
Spell, absorb, summon? No,
Why
that's
don't you
wrong.
look, why don't you look
do?
and see, no, on your spell list, why don't you look what the spells runes are?
Okay.
In your spell list, hon.
My spell list?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the dispel magic one.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you can do check.
Oh, right, okay. So, that thing and that thing. Nethlic and Red Gormor.
Mm-hmm.
Nethlic and Red Gormor.
Now you can do a new spell.
Okay. Interesting. Alright, so we do that. We want that. And we want... Where's Red Gormor? Oh, there we go. We want that.
And then you're going to look for Pargon.
And...
Pargon.
Area? No.
Nope, Pargon.
I did Pargon already.
Do it again. Just trying to save you time.
Yes, Pargon.
The base spell is the same, and the number of Pargons are used.
This game is worth $60. Sell your copy. We've got an extra one. Somebody gave someone a burrito in exchange for their college textbook. Someone gave gave someone a burrito in exchange for the copy of Mega Man. Wow.
Ooh.
That game's like kind of expensive now. Isn't that like at 60 or something now? That's pretty good. Yeah, this game's pretty pricey now. Alright, so what do I do with that?
I would suggest casting
Is it gonna save it? Okay.
it. Yeah, it'll recognize that you did it.
Is it gonna be this? Is it? Alright. That's nice. Thanks for the help. Very, complicated.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I think you're right at the end, so why don't you go investigate and we'll see what happens to our friend Paul. Bro.
Running into my future. Oh no! Lying in a pool of his own blood is the custodian, Paul's only ally in his fight against the darkness. His soul no doubt lingers, fused to the altar on which his life has been taken, watching over his own rapidly cooling corpse. Feeling all hope escape him, Paul's situation is suddenly 1,000 times more desperate than before. Now he is alone against the darkness. If I could turn back the clock, my retro game collection would be far larger today. What does Action Replay do with Game Boy Player? So, so Game Boy Player is if you want to play Game Boy games, but you don't have the Game Boy Player disc. It's actually replaces the Game Boy Player disc and is better because the Game Boy Player actually doesn't have the best like emulation for Game Boy games. But you can do it on you can also just run GameCube games off the SD card as well if you need to. Hey, I don't give a thumb. How are you doing? Check out Retro RGB, Eldiner. There's like a whole bunch. Look up Game Boy. Look up Swiss and Retro RGB, and you'll find out everything you need to know about the game, the Action Replay, and all that. Okay, let's see. Poor guy. Poor old friend, old fellow.
Wanting answers to clarify your new position as fugitive, you seek them out, and this is what you find. Tell me, what does a man such as yourself
think of when he finds a viper's nest of heresy? When he finds the very source of corruption?
I think of irony. Irony of what you, masquerading as a member of the Inquisition, stand for. And that you stand for evil.
Evil is merely a perspective which no longer concerns me.
You have a good point.
You will be executed in the most painful manner imaginable. After
that doesn't sound good.
Broken your frail body and mind in the name of our true Lord, Ulyav. Come, my children.
Oh dear.
Feast on this morsel, and let us return to our preparations.
Oh no, those things. Fight them off. Sword. Okay. Boom. Take that.
Man, you're gonna be sane for the rest of this game, aren't you?
Am I?
Yeah, if you heal up sane-wise. Sure you will.
Ooh, worst mistake I made was selling my complete copy of FF3 SNES to Funko. I never sold any games or any consoles my entire life because they were too hard won.
I once turned back in Peter Pan and the Pirates because it was so bad.
Okay, I did exchange
for something else.
I did exchange Ultima Exodus for Legacy of the Wizard, but I feel like that was a good trade.
I felt very burned by Peter Pan and the Pirates.
Peter Pan and the Pirates is not a good game.
Yes, I found that out quite swiftly, and I was so excited to have it.
But I beat it.
Good on you, dear.
Hold on, what's this? Dangling from worn iron chains, burning sensors. Okay. So I guess, isn't that... No, I guess I'm going this way, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's see. It's like they forgot that I had a sword.
So weird.
So dark. Plus there's the glare from the... I guess I'm going here. Isn't this where I came from?
Yeah.
Am I leaving now? I guess I'm trying to escape. Okay. Okay. Am I going in here now?
Mm-hmm. Ideally.
Biggest mistake I ever made was selling an SNES with Mario RPG, Link to the Past, and Mega Man X3 for $60. So I don't have a poster, manual, and map for FF3. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Folks, you know, would sell old games to buy new ones, right? Once bought the Caltron 6-in-1 for $2 solely for a few $100s. Wow. Well, if I decide I want to sell my Paper Mario, I'll get like anywhere from $300 to $500 for it. Because it's sealed.
Are you sure? Oh, N64.
Yeah.
I feel like someone got me one for GameCube. I don't know.
Well,
maybe I'm misremembering. 'Cause I remember being in... No, I remember being...
well, maybe they did. Maybe I thought it was
in our first apartment.
Maybe it is yours, but...
I mean, I also bought you something.
You might have
I
got me
a different
the
Paper Mario.
Wii one. You probably got
yeah,
me the
I got
Wii
you the
one.
Wii one, but I think the one for GameCube is mine. Someone gave it to me.
That makes sense.
I never opened
I wasn't
it.
talking about selling that, so don't you worry.
No, I know. It just made me think of it. I never did get to play it. Let's rip it open.
I considered opening the Paper Mario on my birthday and streaming that. But I could also just buy a cheaper copy of it and sell it for like $500 and buy a bunch of other games with it.
I suppose that's true.
This door is decorated more than most within the catacombs, sensing an immense evil behind this door. Paul wonders if the ceremony the monk had mentioned earlier is taking place behind it. Should Paul enter and put an end to the heresy? Nope.
I thought it was heresy exclamation point.
Maybe it depends on what's going on in there. The regret montage.
Yes, right?
I never sold anything. Let me see. Oh, I do have a regret. I traded RC Pro-Am for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then I never finished Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I loaned my then boyfriend my little Nemo, and he never returned it, the stinker.
Yeah. Alright, here we go.
Alright, Paul, you put an end to that heresy,
First
baby.
world problems. Here we go.
Ooh, what happens? What happens?
I don't know.
I know.
Yeah, I think you do.
It's awfully pretty down here. This is well decorated.
That's very nice. The camera's in a different place. I keep moving out of frame. Looking for heresy. Nope, no heresy here. Well, actually a little bit of heresy. Oh, that's totally heresy over there.
But is it heresy?
This room shakes with heresy.
If this room's a rockin'. Run.
Oh dear. Oh no! Heresy exclamation point! I don't think I can attack it. It looks like I should be able to control myself.
This is the one that seeks to do combat with me.
Your task, my liege and greater guardian, is to guard this place. Do not worry about this world.
Guard the artifact.
His kind yelps in terror at the sight of your mightiness. We will dispose of him ourselves.
Oh! That's so sad.
If I am to guard this place, then I will do it as I see fit. Be gone. Leave me. And I will guard the artifact as you have instructed.
Wow.
He needs a sorry end.
Wow.
Sadly. Right? Well, that was my favorite chapter, y'all.
Holy cow.
That was it.
A note from Edward.
Yeah, I like the callbacks in that one. I find it creepy what you have to do to the caretaker. And then you just get skushed.
Not even a boss fight, Emperox. Yeah, I'm going to try to finish Teenage Mutant Turtles soon, Omega Ace. You think I should stream it? Anticlimactic is the story of my life. Alright, well, we made it through the chapter. Let's look at the note, and then I guess we'll call it tonight. Call it a night. My dearest Alex, I am glad that you have followed my paper trail thus far. My paper trail. I knew I could depend on you. This will be the hardest part of your journey. Look for the 88 keys? No, I'm not going to look for 88 keys. To continue your journey into the past. What? You mean, like, is it in a piano or something? How many keys does a piano have? Your loving grandfather, Edward.
Piano has 88 keys.
Yes! I'm just going to find the piano.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
You'd watch that, Omega Ace? I might need some help in it. Oh, right, I've got the Essence of Mantra. I forgot about that. Okay, well. I think that's a good place to end it, yeah?
Yeah. Or you go to the piano and...
Do I save over the old one?
Yeah, the reason I had you save ended up being totally unneeded.
Awesome. Cool. Well, I will figure out when I'm going to stream Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know. I was thinking about if I stream on my birthday, I was thinking I could stream Ninja Turtles or Wizards and Warriors, or I might do Lizard, the NES homebrew. I've been kind of saving that until for when I have some time to actually just sit and like actually.
Whoa! Did you see
play
that?
through it.
She just flipped the sword.
Huh.
She's just gonna do it again.
Just a little idle animation, I guess.
Oh, never mind.
I'll have to check the archive.
That was cool. I can't remember seeing her do that before.
Because you're always moving.
Yeah.
Give her some time to. Now she's heaving her chest.
Right.
She's just like, yeah.
I think she's always in a state of panic.
Have you guys, by the way, did you guys see this thing about 3D ZEN? I think I'm pronouncing it right. It's a 3D emulator for the NES. It is coming out on June 19th on Steam, I think, and it supports about 30-something NES games. It looks really interesting. I'm not super interested because mostly I play on hardware or original hardware, so I don't emulate NES that often. But if you play NES games on an emulator, it's kind of interesting. I also don't have that much interest in playing it in 3D, but it does look kind of neat. So you check that out. There's like some videos about it, and Indie Gamer Trick was tweeting about it. Retro RGB had an article about it this week. So using the Ouya 2020, yeah. I just have a Pi, Retro Pi. No, my birthday is the 20th, so it's next Saturday. Oh, you've got a beta 3D ZEN. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. All right, well, thank you guys very much for hanging out, and especially since we had to retrace some of our steps from last week. But yeah, I guess it was totally worth it, because plus I found stuff I missed the first time, even with Luther, so that was good.
I mean, you would have come to it next. You know,
Yeah, I suppose.
you would have gotten there this turn anyway. It's just that you would have had one less room to play with.
Yeah, that's true. So it was good times.
Good night, guys.
Yeah, good night, everyone. I probably well, I'm not sure when I'll stream this next. Probably won't be till like next week at the earliest.
Omega Ace.
And then Wednesday night I'm streaming Roadrunner on the NES. So we'll see how that is. Oh, thanks, Omega Ace. I'll stream in the daytime sometime. I'm not sure when. Probably early afternoon, I would think. Anyway, take care. Good night. Have a good weekend.
Bye-bye.
Stay sane. Stay safe. All right. Bye.
Bye.